Yo, 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 it's your man Castro X coming at you live and direct with the With All Due Respect podcast, Zoom edition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our very first Zoom podcast we have ever done. We are lucky and blessed. Today with me on the show, my co-host, Mr. Eyes Open himself. Yeah, you know what I mean? We have a very special guest here with us today. I don't know if you guys can see her currently, but if you can, wave hi. We have an artist by the name of Artist 9, who is doing some pretty big things right now. Past just being an artist, she's doing some things for, where is it at?
I kind of spaced that. It's for a community
out in Nigeria. It's a village, village of Bassini. Yeah,
village of Bassini. Okay.
So what she's done is she's went and made a song called Cosmic Rain Dance. Which is out right now currently.
Yep, it is.
But all of the proceeds for the song, she's making a video for it. All of the proceeds for this said video are going to go to Nigeria, to this village, to help them get farm equipment, which I think is just incredible. I love that you take that mantle upon yourself to go and help out these people. That's beautiful. That's amazing. So let's get into, first and foremost, let's talk about the song.
Actually, hold on a second. I just wanted to clear one thing up, just that way, because I don't want people to think all the proceeds are going. Okay. Actually, it's because there's actually a producer, 2 other artists on there, so I couldn't really give their money away.
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So after expenses, there's a percentage that is going to that village. Like every stream, every purchase, every download, and then we got this really cool thing that we're going to be announcing too, but everything that you do just by listening to this song is going to help us get farming equipment to that village in Nigeria named Bassini.
Okay. That's incredible. So what influenced you to write this song to begin with? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Actually, the song itself, it kind of just came to me. Okay. I was talking with a friend, and he was telling me how he makes beats and things. So he sent me a few, and I was just listening. And there was this one beat that came on, and I was just like, "Yo, that's hot right there!" And like lyrics just came out. Lyrics just flowed, And I was sitting in a greenhouse with like vegetables and stuff all around me. And my friend who had built the greenhouse, he also had like a fountain, and it was just like water trickling down. Okay. And as I listened to this song, and this is actually how I got the lyrics, as I listened to this song, I like closed my eyes and I was hearing the water, but I had this vision of just all these people jumping and dancing and just going in, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they're outside, and then all of a sudden rain just comes down on them and they are still jumping. You know that scene in the Matrix, I think it's the second Matrix, in Zion, the party in Zion, where they jumping up and down. That's what I was seeing in my head. Okay. And I was like, yo! So I wrote these lyrics, and the lyrics actually don't talk about, Cosmic Rain Dance at all. But it's like the lyrics are actually explaining the feeling of dancing in that thing. Like this is how you gotta be to dance like that. Right. I like that. So that's actually how it came to be. And I sent it. After I made it, I sent it to my friend in Nigeria, and he was like, yo, this is awesome. And they actually got it on the radio. It's actually playing on City FM and Lagos now. So I was just like, yo, it's awesome.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I did listen to the song actually right before we had got to do this recording here. And what I love is that the lyrics are very positive as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a very uplifting message within it. So I totally dig that. Who produced this for you?
My friend Jason Jennings.
Okay.
I actually met him out in St. Louis. We were doing what was it? There was like a Native American church or something, and there was a peyote ceremony. So we're on peyote, and he's just like, "Hey, I do music." I'm like, "Send me some."
That's dope. That's dope. So how'd you get connected in with Nigeria and everything like that? You said you got a friend out there. Talk to us a little bit how you got involved with Nigeria and then this whole thing that you're doing.
Okay. Yeah. So how I got involved with Nigeria before doing being focused on being an artist, I was in marketing. And so I was all over the world in marketing. I was learning from as many people as I could at how to get ads and get my voice heard anywhere that I wanted it heard. Because growing up as a songwriter in Atlanta, I had experienced like having almost 12 major placements and having all of them shelved and stuff like that. So it was like I learned how to market so that that couldn't happen to me again. I can market myself.
Right.
Nobody could shelve me anymore. And so so in doing that, I just got friends from all over the globe. And so I was able to reach out to my friend in Nigeria. I met him right before I started nomading. I did a thing where I nomaded around the country for about 2 years. And literally I think it was like a week before I started, I met him. He actually reached out to me and to see if I needed any video work done, which now I'm looking back on it and I'm like, yo, all this was setting up because I sent him the song. He liked it. He's like, yo, this should be on the radio. And then I made this post right after it came out on Spotify and Apple Music and all that about, hey, who wants to be in the music video? Drop a comment. Because I had the idea, you know what? Everybody's like locked down. They're in the house. Like, well, why don't we like co-create the Cosmic Rain dance together? Right. And I asked people on my timeline to drop videos of them dancing to the song. Right. And so I got some people that did. But the crazy part was I got more people from Nigeria that were sending me stuff. And then my friend surprised me one day. He was just like, hey, I've been working on something. Here you go. And it was a YouTube link. And I clicked the link and it was like a little preview of where he had started making the music video already. And like, oh my God, he had like the kids in his village dancing to my song. And like, I started crying. I'm just like, yo, is this really happening? You know? Yeah. And that's kind of how it all came together. It wasn't, and then he sent me a video about the village and how like they have all this farmland, but they literally have no equipment. They're using their hands. And like I saw like big knives and stuff. And it's just like before the flood season comes, they don't have enough time to actually work the land. And so they need some equipment. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit up the board of directors at Trinity Media, that's who has Stream to Rebuild. And I asked them to include this village into the Stream to Rebuild initiative. They voted on it unanimously, said, yep. Wow. And so now we're doing this, and I'm really, really excited. I can see how just 2 years ago when I first met this videographer, how it all is lining up for some greatness for that village. So
I think that's beautiful. It's like it was meant to happen. And like I said, I think it's awesome that you're going to make an impact somewhere outside of the States, you know what I mean, to help out people that actually need it. You know what I mean? That's really different. A lot of artists don't even think about doing things like that. So I admire you for that, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing is I did want to say is Stream to Rebuild. I am doing it outside of the States right now. I mean, I had to help the village that was in my music video, right? You know, but it's also very near and dear to my heart to like make sure that our communities are really taken care of. Mm-hmm. So Stream to Rebuild, it also goes toward, I was actually nomading in the Ozarks for a while, and a lot of people don't know how beautiful that area is, but also how it is the lowest income in the whole country.
Really?
And when I went there and was able to live in it for a good year and a half, mm-hmm. and like see how people are living and see how they're actually like, they might not realize they're thriving, right? But I've been around people who have way more money than them and they are so much happier, you know? Yeah. But they still need stuff. And so Stream to Rebuild was first created because they offered me a home when I actually was at a very low place in my life. And they offered me a home, and it completely transformed my life. And so the biggest initiative is for being able to rebuild in the Ozarks and be able to create these intentional educational communities that are teaching artists how to be sustainable through their art.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
So they gave you a physical home, like a place to live, is what you're saying, correct? Or are they just
that's a crazy story.
Talk to us a little bit about your time nomading. That's very unique. That's wild. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so the nomading journey, I did some crazy stuff. I woke up one day and I was just like, time to sell everything and just travel the country. And I don't know where in the world I'm going. And I did it. Actually, a couple of weeks before that, I actually at that time I was pretty high up in my marketing career. I had just gotten an award. I walked across the stage for an award. Nice. But something inside me said, you know what? There's something that you got to do, and you can't have any attachments. So I cut off all of my marketing contracts that were bringing in a great amount of money a month. And I sold everything, and I went nomading. And I have to say that it was probably the biggest educational journey ever. And learning how to surrender, and learning also that it doesn't matter what a situation looks like, I will always be taken care of. And I think that that completely changed my life, you know? And so I did it. I went nomading. I actually started from Arizona, and then I went to New Jersey. I drove from Arizona to New Jersey, and I started in that area. And I just I went around that whole side of the country first. And then ended up went to Atlanta, my home, for a little bit. Yeah. And while I was there, this kind of propelled me into the Ozarks. While I was there, there was a hurricane. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was a hurricane that hit the Carolinas. And I had just got this vision of with all my connections with marketing and all my music connections, to throw them a festival and try to raise funds that's actually where the rebuilding started. Try to raise funds to rebuild. And the person who volunteered their land for the festival was in the Ozarks. And that's how I got there. Yeah. And it's funny because I got there, and then it was like I got dropped off. My car, everything did not come with me. I I got dropped off. Wow. But we won't go into how that came to be. That's a long story.
Right.
It was very stressful. But yeah, it was the best thing that ever could have happened to me though. So
talk to us a little bit about what it is that pushes you to want to assist others. Like I said, that's one highlight for me that I'm noticing with you. It seems as if you have the urge to want to help others, want to help people build, want to, take care of others. And I think that that's incredibly beautiful. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. You know what? I've always looked at it that somebody has to be the first to help somebody else. You know, there's so many cycles that people are going in right now of, and they don't know how to get out of it.
It's true.
And I've always noticed that usually there's someone right next to you, or someone that sees you in that cycle that's seeing exactly how you can get out of it, because they've gotten out of it themselves. Right. But they're just keeping it to themselves. Right. They're not helping. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody actually helped each other.
Right. There's enough cookies in the cookie jar. There's enough.
Exactly. I think that it's crazy that there are children that starve in the world, especially in the US.
Yeah.
It doesn't
100% agree. It's mind-blowing.
I think it's crazy that there are homeless people that don't want to be homeless, because I do know that there are some that do want to be homeless.
Right.
But I'm all for you, whatever decision that you make, that's cool. But for those who don't want to be, it doesn't make sense. So I've just always been the type that I do what I would want done for me.
I like that.
You know, and when I was delivered or dropped off in the Ozarks, it worked in my favor because I actually found people who were like me and were like, we need to help her. Right. You know, and so I wish that everyone could feel how it feels to know that somebody has your back.
Right.
I think that's incredible. That's beautiful.
And also not even just knowing who has your back, but also feel how it feels to know that you got your own back and you can create your own sustainability, because that's what Stream to Rebuild is all about. It's about teaching people. It's not just rebuilding and giving it to them and then not teaching them how to keep it.
Right.
Teaching people how to be sustainable with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can be the one that has their own back too.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Okay.
Say that name again of the
initiative.
Yeah, the people you're working with, if you don't mind.
It's actually the nonprofit is Trinity Media.
Okay.
And the initiative is Stream to Rebuild.
Okay.
Like music streams.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So you listen
Clever.
and you stream, we rebuild.
Okay. Yeah.
How can other artists go about getting involved with something like you're doing?
Actually, they can go on the Trinity Media website, trinitymedianetwork.org, and fill in their information and someone will get in touch with them. Trinity Media is all about helping artists be able to do this, helping artists to, it might not even be that they want to donate or sign up to be a Stream to Rebuild artist. They might just want to learn how to start their own thing so that they're giving back in their own way. Right. Totally cool. They can contact Trinity Media on the website and someone will get back to them.
Okay. I can dig it. So you say you're dropping the song on the video on the 2nd, right?
Yes, 4/2 this Friday.
Most definitely. Congratulations. Congratulations. Where all can people find it? If they want to see the video themselves, man, help start getting these streams moving and all of that, where can they find the video?
All right, so the video is actually going to be dropping on Vivo.
Okay.
So you can actually go on, if you go to YouTube or anywhere that you could get Vivo and just search Cosmic Rain Dance 9. Cosmic Rain Dance and the number 9. It should pop up Friday after 9 a.m. Eastern. All right. And then also we're doing something else where we have a special NFT crypto art sale that we're doing with the video. And we're going to be doing some special things with some Nigerian artists that are going to make some designs for wearable art that people can buy, as well as you can actually just purchase music directly from me from the store. And then we'll also have that NFT piece that someone will be able to buy. It's only one of a kind. There's no other edition of this NFT at all. One of a kind. And we also have another superstar Nigerian digital artist who has is actually a art piece he made of Tupac called Machiavelli. And
That's
this
incredible.
thing is beautiful.
So that's up his alley right there.
This thing is beautiful. All right. So this artist, Edwin Christopher, he actually just posted right before I got on this podcast that his artwork was just accepted for Samuel L. Jackson's biography.
Wow, that's cool.
He sold a painting that he did of Beyonce. It actually sold at the Met at an auction for over $10,000. It was the second highest bidded art piece. So what he has done is he has a piece that he has for sale, and anything anyone who purchases anything above 1 Ethereum, he's giving to Stream to Rebuild. And if you don't know what Ethereum is, it's cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Google
like,
it.
what is that?
Google it, because if you're an artist and you don't know what Ethereum is, you don't know what NFT or crypto art is, you need to get to Googling, because that's where it's at.
She said get to
And that's where it's going.
Okay.
So
yeah, because you're the first person that I've ever heard about that. Like, I know about like cryptocurrencies in the sense of like gathering them or like mining them or whatever, however you acquire them, but I didn't realize people were doing art transactions with them as well. So that's totally new to me.
Yeah, it's not a new thing, NFT art. It's just now it's a big boom of people learning about it.
Okay, so it's growing.
Yeah.
How long have you been making music?
I've been writing since I was 9. 9 years old. Yep. That's my life. I am music. That's what I tell people.
I can dig that. I can
understand that.
How long have you been making music professionally?
Let's see. I was contracted to ghostwrite my first song for someone. I was like 18.
So you out here ghostwriting?
Yeah, I was a ghostwriter first.
Yeah. Okay.
That's dope. That's real dope, man. Who's some of your influences musically? Who influenced you to make music?
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I have some other interesting influences also. I love Fiona Apple. Like growing up, I used to listen to Fiona Apple all the time. I love lyrics. I love Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Loved her albums. I actually love the unplugged ones more than the
it's
plugged
more
ones.
intimate.
Yeah. But those lyrics, I'm into lyrics, and her wordplay is crazy. Let's see. I grew up listening to, Motown. But also my father's favorite singer was Barbra Streisand.
Really?
So yeah, I listened to a lot of Barbra Streisand growing up. And then I'm very inspired by classical music. Like, so you'll actually you'll notice with my music, sometimes you're gonna see like classical kind of mixed in. The feeling of it like creates so much emotion, and that's what I'm about. I want to create a feeling and experience in your body when you listen. So
yeah, I like that. So on another note, do you ever plan on going over to Nigeria after the video's done and everything like that, and touching base with the people and things?
Oh yeah. I'm actually I've been that's in the works. I had actually let my passport expire, so I'm actually renewing it, so that I can do that. And the plan is that we raise enough funds for them to get their farming equipment, and I can fly out there and document, what's going on with them and the farming equipment, and meet everybody and all that stuff. That's the plan. So I'm excited about going over there. I already feel like it's gonna feel like home,
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm really glad you got a whole nother fan base out in Nigeria. That's amazing. The fact that your music has reached out to them. So I know Nick knows you, Eyes Open here knows you through Tyrone, correct? Tyrone Foster, which is foreign exchange currencies.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know about foreign exchange currency. Can you tell us a little bit about foreign exchange currency?
Yeah, what you want to know, man?
Anything, just something real simple, just as far as sharing it with the audience. Fill them in. I'm pretty sure a lot of our fan base hasn't heard of it. We haven't got to talk about it much.
Right, I haven't put any of that out there.
If you just want to explain what it is and just how you got involved with it.
Okay, yeah. So the foreign exchange market, I like to explain it like this. Foreign exchange is the money. It is the market. When they're saying that, the dollar is losing value or the yen is gaining value on the news or something like that, they're talking about foreign exchange. That's exactly what they're talking about. How I met Nick, that was when I was doing marketing for a Forex course. which was really great training. And I got to learn. We got to learn some of the, what do you call it? Some of the stuff most people don't know right. about how the market really moves. It's not like, it's not how most people think it is. I'll say that. If you can recognize patterns really well, yep. You'll do very well with it, because it moves at the same pattern. There's only certain patterns that it does. And if you can learn to trade in line with those patterns, you can make a lot of money.
Wonderful. So you suggest it for other people then as well? People that are interested in like investing or anything like that, would you suggest it?
I suggest it if the person is disciplined.
Okay, for sure.
Because the business of foreign exchange, remember, everything is a business.
Right.
And you got to figure out what's the product.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you that. When you think about foreign exchange, and I ask you what's the product of that business, what would you say it is?
Money.
I'm going to say pips.
Well, I mean, yeah, money, pips, because money, pips and money are the same.
Yeah.
But whose money?
The people who make it behind the scenes? Is that the...
Because remember, well, yeah, whose money is the product?
The market makers.
Your money. I have no idea. Your
Think
money.
Think about it. If it's a market, if it's a market maker and they are making the market, then what they want to come in is your money.
Right.
So the whole business of foreign of it is taking your money.
Mm-hmm.
Once you learn that, you realize, oh, so I'm just looking for traps.
Right. Yep.
And I'm figuring out how to not be in those traps.
Right. Yep.
Once you change your mind as to how it works, you can actually see how to win with it.
Right.
And make sure that you're not in the trap. You're with the other folks.
You're with the real movement.
I think that's fascinating that you've developed that skill. I think that's incredible. Well,
one thing I'm kind of interested in is your artist name, the number 9. I kind of want to know how that came to be, because to me, the number 9 is a huge number. Nikola Tesla talks about the importance of the number 9. One of my favorite artists in life is Tech 9, as a matter of fact. So I just want to know, like, kind of where 9 came from for you.
Okay, well, for me, actually two ways.
Okay.
When I was young, actually when I was 9.
Yeah.
Apparently I used to tell everyone that I was going to be 9 forever.
Okay.
And that it didn't matter how many years that they believed passed. I might tell them that even though if 12 years had passed, I might tell them I'm 12, but I know I'm not.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I had actually forgot about that until it was like a couple months before I started nomading. And it was actually some freaky stuff. I was like, somebody just texted me and they were just like, you are the ratio of 9. And I was like,
okay.
I need a little context about
what?
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I used to tell people I was 9, but I would be 9 forever. What are you talking about? And that's when you like your mind blows and explodes, and you're like, who are you?
Right. Yeah. Like, how did you know?
And then I just started studying the number 9 more. You know, it's about, spiritually, it's about harmony. It's the Om, it's wholeness. Mm-hmm. And I really am big on that. Knowing that we are whole. We don't need other people to complete us. We are complete. We actually complement each other. We don't need completion. We are complete. So I once I, all those things lined up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm the artist 9.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah. I like it. I think that's a wonderful answer. And that's the same thing Tech 9 says too. He talks about it being the number of completion. Nikola says a lot of stuff about it too, but I don't remember well enough right now to talk about it. So, but I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, Tesla is I read up a lot on Tesla.
Well, that's incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're nearing the end of the show. So be sure to go ahead and check out Cosmic Rain Dance. The video drops on the 2nd, correct?
Yes, it
Real
does.
quick, if you want to plug up your social medias, anything like that, feel free to drop those.
Yeah. So follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at the Intune Instrument.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, the Intune Instrument.
Like yeah.
So Instagram at Intune Instrument. Facebook is also at Intune Instrument. Twitter is Intune Instrument, but without the I in front of it, because you know they be stingy with the letters. So
many letters. Yeah.
It's in the letter N Tune Instrument. And then I'm also on YouTube. If you just type in hashtag Cosmic Rain Dance on any one of those platforms, you'll find me. That's the easiest way.
It's perfect.
Hashtag Cosmic Rain Dance.
Hashtag Cosmic
I like
Rain
when
Dance.
it's straight and to the point like that. I like when it's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming and rocking with us today, man. We really enjoyed having you on the show, just getting to get to know you a little bit and talk about your song you got coming. And we think you're doing some really incredible stuff. So we thank you so much. I guess we're gonna go ahead and close out the show on our Zoom podcast. We haven't done this yet. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the With All Due Respect podcast. I am your host, Castro X.
This is Eyes Open.
And that was Artist 9. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. We out.
Thank you for having me.
Stop recording.